Good morning. It is Wednesday, 9 in the morning. I am waiting for this market to open on up. We are hungry for this day. We are pretty much starting off, I would say, with the right mentality. We've analyzed the market yesterday. I got a game plan. Uh, we There's nothing else to do but follow your game plan. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And yesterday's sell-off and yesterday's loss that I did take, unfortunately, is not going to change anything. It's not going to change my overview of the market, and it's not going to change how I view and think of the markets right now. So look at this yesterday. I want to just quickly, I don't want to bore you and going into too much detail, but basically what happened yesterday, we have a big red day. And I was buying at the supports, right? So I was buying here. I think it was, yeah, 02 I was buying, and then I was buying a 92, which was support, a major one. And unfortunately didn't quite work out. We did end up selling quite deeper, more deeper than I thought we would. But it doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, look what's happening overnight. Overnight, this is kind of what bothers me with price. It's ripping up higher. So we did put in a red day, understand that, but now we are basically coming on back, and we are now giving back some of this sell-off from yesterday. So I just want you guys to understand that one red day does not change anything. One red day does not change the overview of the market. This is the daily chart I have pulled up, meaning each candle is 1 day. And look at it. It's on an uptrend. We can see that. It just sucks that we incur losses here. There was no need to have such a big loss yesterday. But look at the size of this red day compared to all the other ones. Pretty much every other red day, I would have caught at least a bounce of one of the supports, but yesterday wasn't happening. I also did some stupid stuff too, but whatever. We move on from that. This is a new day. Yesterday is yesterday. Today is today. So that's the daily chart, and I want you guys to see this as well. This is now the 2-minute chart the 5-minute chart I have pulled up of ES. You see this down here? This is the rally we have yesterday, right at the close. In the last half an hour, pretty much market decides it's enough of selling, and we just squeeze. We start squeezing. And I was hoping overnight for pretty much a flag out like this. You can see that at least price, this would be our resistance, and then maybe open up somewhere here today. That's what I was hoping for. So that's why I didn't trade the overnight action. I stayed out of it. And of course, the day I stayed out of it, it was just such a clean move right from the 88. It would just continue pretty much all night. I could have been waking up here today. And look at that, right up to the 17. Could have, would have, should have. The idea is the same, that after this rally yesterday, it's, in my opinion, not entirely 100% that we're going to be making new highs, or convinced that today we're going to be pushing higher. But if I had to basically stick to my lean, which is going to be the same one, we are essentially going to test some supports and then head on higher. How high? I'm not sure. Nobody can pretty much tell you that. So this is the 5-minute chart. I just want you guys to see this. This looks super nice to me. Right at that end of day, we have this massive rally, which is very nice. So today, that's going to be a key level. This 88 is going to be key. We're going to need to hold that key level. We cannot sell below it. If we do, we can essentially go back to testing this 66. And 66 was in play last week. I don't know if you remember or not. But if we sell below that, it's going to be not pretty. So I don't want to be taking any longs below 66, and probably not even below 88. So right now, the best thing I can see is that we are still in an uptrend. I want to try to be a little bit more flexible today with shorts, just because we could be testing that back area where we broke down from yesterday. That was the 26 to 28 area. So you can see here, I actually was long overnight from yesterday. I think I got long was 6 in the morning or 7. Yeah, so 6:55 I got long. It doesn't reclaim this area. It pretty much acted as resistance and then started off the nice sell-off that we had all day, right? It was a straight arrow down, not even a single bounce until down here, sort of, but even that I wouldn't have caught anyways because it wasn't my support area. And then end of day finally decides to rally. So pretty simple. If today price can hover above this area and reclaim this area, this would essentially be looking like one gigantic trap to the downside. And at that point, I can almost tell you for sure that, not for sure because nothing's for sure in the market, but I can almost tell you that we will be making new highs if we reclaim that area. Now, this is all sounding pretty. The problem is, how do we actually trade this? We were trying to make money from this move. So very simple. I want to see if price can return to this 26 to 28 area. That's the back test from where we broke down yesterday. Do I want to consider a short here at this point? It's worth a try. I'm going to probably try it out just because, again, I want to stay a little bit flexible. I don't want to get caught in necessarily, you know, this pump right back up to the 26, 28, and then price just sells right back down. So I'm going to attempt a short here if we can basically get a quick denial. So if the price comes up here, we get a nice sell, I'm going to try to get some shorts up here. Or my second plan, which is the better plan in my opinion, we head on lower at open. Okay, there is some news I'll talk about shortly. We head on lower at open, and then we can take some longs of this 96 area or 88 area. That's pretty much what I'm looking for at this point. Longs down here or shorts at the back test of 26. So that's going to be my two areas to engage. I'm actually going to put a box here just so that we are clear on exactly what I'm going to be doing. We have this box here at 96. I'm interested. It's not, I would say the better area where I'm interested is right over here, 88. If price returns to this price to down here, again, I don't know if it will. So that's why today I'm going to try to be a bit more flexible with how I'll be trading. I'm not just going to be entirely bullish until we come down here. Second and third option for me, the more likely one right now that it's shaping out to be, is this 26 to 28 area. I want to maybe take a short off here. Okay, so if price goes up here, gets a nice denial, maybe I can take a short and write it down for a move on lower. Or third, my last and final setup is going to be if we push above this with strength. So I'll probably be short. I might get stopped out. That's fine. That's going to be part of the plan. If I get stopped out on that short, that's fine. But more importantly, if I do get stopped and then it does come up to like the 35 area and can manage to essentially return on lower to the 26, 28 area to make it a support at that point, I will be looking for longs, very heavy long at that point, because we will be reclaiming this area and we could be making new highs and pushing off. So that's my three plans or three areas of engagement pretty much. I don't want to be doing nothing stupid in the middle. I know here we've been pretty much just rallying all night, so it can pretty much continue, and then I can get in long and I'll probably get stopped because I'll be chasing price at that point. So there's nothing for me here. Possibly, like I said, I got my three plans of engagement down at 96, down at 88. Those are long areas for me. And maybe a short at the 26 to 28 area, depending how price is acting out over here. Maybe I'm going to be short here. Like I said, today I want to stay a little bit more flexible. I don't want to just get stuck trying to play longs like yesterday. It's still Wednesday. It's not Thursday and or Friday. If it was Thursday and Friday, I'll probably just buy this right here, right now. Because Thursday and Friday have been really strong days for the market. So I will be a lot more bullish tomorrow and Friday. Let's see what's going to happen, though. Another thing I want to touch up on, actually, what I done today is I got my main charts. Okay, these are actually my main charts that I'm looking at over on this side all the time. Today I'm going to be focusing a little bit more on them just because I haven't in the past few days, and that's when I've pretty much been sort of not doing my best, in my opinion. I think the stream and stuff is kind of changing how I think, and I have to adapt to pretty much everything that, like, you know, the stream and everything, how it works. But so something I wanted to touch on is this area here. On the SPY yesterday, we closed at the 407.44. So we're leaving a pretty big gap to the downside, right? Again, I'm not saying it's going to get filled. We're leaving also a gap to the upside from yesterday, right? Like yesterday, we opened up here and then we did close up here. So we have gaps everywhere in this chart. I don't trade just because there's gaps, like I said already. But I do need to know and understand that there is these areas of liquidity. There's these areas where players are pretty much stuck. So we're opening up right in between the two gaps. Look at that. Basically, we can attempt to go fill that gap to the upside, or we can attempt to go fill the gap to the downside. So that's why that key area of 26, 28 is going to be key for me. Hopefully, maybe we can get a nice push and then a denial and then maybe go fill that gap. So I guess just to give us a bullish summary of what I would like to see is potentially a push and then go attempt to fill that gap, so that on Thursday and Friday we can continue higher, and then we'll leave this gap as kind of unattended business for today, and we will fill it up on Thursday and Friday. That would be the best. Will that happen? I have no idea. We will have to wait and see, because we could very easily go right now and fill that gap to the upside and then go fill the one to the downside. But again, don't trade gaps. Just understand that they are there. Understand that we could potentially go and fill either or gap. So we'll see what happens with price. Again, I'm going to be a little bit more flexible today. I'm going to try to get some shorts at resistances. I could have maybe considered that one, but I didn't want to. And I'm going to be trying, like I said, longs at the bottom, shorts at the top, because today we're in a nice tight range. So either or could potentially be paying off pretty nicely today. This is my main chart that I have also on this side over here. I've pretty much never shown these, right? But today I'll be the first time that I'm gonna show you guys these charts and how I see this. This red line is essentially a big core trend line. This is following the yearly trend, like it's a major resistance or support, right? But the point is this line pretty much I can adjust it slightly, but I will never really move it like as much as these small ones. So these light blue ones, these would be reminders for myself that we are essentially in a short time frame, you could say. So for example, this trend line follows from Friday, March 24th, right? So, well, not Friday, February 1st. February 1st. So yeah, so it's pretty much a shorter timeline that these trend lines get drawn and they stay there. All right. And then I also have this line, the red one, which I already stated. It's like a major core trend line that I have here drawn up. And then I also have these yellow ones, which is like a medium time frame of a trend that we could potentially be on. So I got short time frame, which is light blue. I have yellow, which is basically medium time frame. And then I have the red, which would be the big picture of trend of where we're headed currently. And this is where I get a lot of ideas from. This is the hourly chart at the bottom, and then we have the 15-minute chart right here at the top. On the 15-minute chart, I will have pivots oftentimes, so I'll be looking at it like this. But just understand that I have different multiple time frames to be that I'm looking at, right? We closed yesterday at the 50.90, okay? Futures closed at the 90 yesterday. So that's why I'm interested in taking longs of 90. If we can potentially fill this gap at open, I'll be interested in taking longs at 90, right? But like I said, it's not necessarily going to happen because we're just rallying since last night, right? So we could very easily continue to rally. I'll be waiting to see if we can hit that major resistance at the 26 to 28 to be taking a short off there. And or I'm going to be taking longs of down here. We will see what happens at market open. And yeah, besides that, there's nothing else for me to really do here right now. Something else I wanted to just go over every day now, from now on, is basically this. The news. News can be important because it makes the market have volatility. So it goes up, down, and all around very quickly. It has nothing to do with whether the market wants to go higher at that moment of. It's just it wants to make a trap. It wants to do something. So that's why I like to look at news all the time. Every single day, I'm aware that there's news at what time and what type of news, because certain news will impact the market differently, right? We have news at 9:45 and we have news at 10 in the morning. So I would say that both is going to be very important. Not one or the other is more. You can see here, they're both 3 stars, 9:45, 10 o'clock, both in very important news. So be careful. You could very easily blow up the account without necessarily being with too many contracts. It's just a matter of that volatility can go up and or down 10, 20 points instantly. So I'm going to be just watching and observing what price is going to be doing. Right here, I don't really have a long or a short in the middle here. Like I said, I want to take some longs off down here. If we can get some longs down here, I'll be interested. Or if we can get some denial from where we broke down yesterday, which is that 24 area. So somewhere around here. We'll see what happens though. There's still some time, but I'm not going to be trading until at least 9:45 numbers come out. And then 10 o'clock is going to be very important as well. So I'll be back. Let me get some more water. I got coffee instead. Coffee is good, especially for what's about to come with this news. We do need to be prepared. We got to be alert. Yes, it's a boss cup. All right. I already gave my plan. I'm ready. Just like I said, I'm ready for either or shorts or longs today. I'm gonna be a little bit more flexible. But at 9:45 and 10 o'clock, be careful with those with whatever you're gonna be doing, long or short, because it can get wild. It will probably get wild. One thing I do want to say is though, it was a good attempt from Bears to pretty much do this yesterday. I think that yesterday it was the day to be flexible with shorts and longs. I would have done a lot better. I think that today, I mean, it could still work both long and short, but look at this. I think this is one. It's gonna end up being one gigantic trap, and we could be even making new highs today with the news that's happening today. We could be making new highs. So just be aware. Like I'm saying, news is gonna be coming in at 9:45 and 10 o'clock. I'm gonna go over it and every morning from now on. It's very important to understand that news is happening. Again, doesn't matter. I think that the market already knows what it wants to do today. It's probably gonna make new highs or probably gonna sell off. I don't know. You just gotta react to the price. I already said my game plan where I'm gonna be engaging and how I'm gonna be engaging. I have 3 possible trades, and I'm gonna be sticking to my plan. And yeah, but the point is, 9:45 numbers is going to be very, very volatile, so be careful. 10 o'clock as well. These numbers are very, very they make the market react. I like when when these numbers happen actually, because well, you can get volatility both ways. It's not just gonna be one-way streak. I think it's gonna go both ways, right? And then when the dust settles, then maybe the real move would come. So just be aware of the numbers. And always remember, first move sometimes, not always, but typically is the trap. So technically, if I want to be honest with you guys, I would rather see after the news a nice sell, okay? And that will accomplish two things if we can sell off after the news. Okay, I'm going to bring in my main chart. This is the first time I pretty much show this. I was adjusting something so I can pull in and out my main charts because I find that this is very important information. And that's probably why I've been kind of not doing my best yesterday and the day before. I haven't been looking at these. Like I forget how important information I have pulled up here. So this is the SPY. This is the overall stock market. This is the S&P 500. And this is where we closed yesterday at the 507.41 mark, meaning we are now leaving a massive gap on the chart to the downside. But also understand that there is another gap as well that we've left from Friday that we have not filled right here. This is where we closed out from 2 days ago. So there's volume imbalances from both, okay? And today's a perfect day to fill both because news. There's a lot of news and the market just needs excuses. It needs basically gas to do whatever the hell it wants to do. That's the way I view it. There's plenty of people that are going to be analyzing the market with the news, if the numbers are good or bad. I don't care what the numbers say. I just know that there's gaps here. I would rather fill the bottom one first so that we can go higher. Does that make sense? I want to go lower before we go higher. Will that happen? Probably not. We got to react. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be reacting. So that's the market there. So another thing I wanted to bring up here is this. This is my main charts. This is how I view my charts over on this side here. But this is what I wanted to touch on. On the hourly, I have, and on the 15-minute, I have 3 lines, okay? I have my red lines, which are essentially my core trend lines. These core trend lines never move. They're my main ones. I have blue and I have yellow. So medium, big time frame, medium time frame, small time frame. So you can see here the light blue, it's like a shorter time frame. Yellow's medium, it goes back a couple of weeks, maybe months. And then red, which would go back for probably a year, if not more. But anyways, the point is simple. I have 3 trend lines. We're still on a healthy uptrend. I can definitely tell you that with confidence. And yesterday's sell-off doesn't change my mind about where market is headed or how we're going to be headed. I'm going to bring up this other chart. Look how trappy this is looking to the downside. If we can manage to reclaim where we broke down from yesterday, which would be right here, okay, this is going to be one gigantic trap to the downside. And this would get us over to new highs. If we get above here and we start to kind of build a nice base above that 24 area, we're going to get new highs this Friday, if not even today or tomorrow. But again, I'm not predicting the new highs. I'm simply stating if we can reclaim this area, right? So based on all the knowledge I got, I have 3 major plans. I want to take shorts, okay? Right here, which is the area where we pretty much break down from yesterday. 24 was really the main key level, but 26, 28 is the main one that we bounced from. We attempted. It's been they're all really key, right? But this is where actually was long yesterday at 7 in the morning. It failed, so I want to be short, give or take 25, 26. But anyways, this is the key level here. After this, we break down. You can see here. We broke down this level, and this is where I kind of messed up yesterday, not looking at this properly. I thought that this would end up being a trap. But traps don't take this long to reclaim. Like, this is not really looking like a trap, if you understand what I mean. This is looking more like a breakdown. This is now resistance. And then what happens is we get a nice sell after we break down a major support, right? We have one final bounce attempt. And look at that. It just gets sold right into after the news. And yeah, over here, right at the market close, we get a nice rally right back up, which is like a V. It's basically, this is a trap in my opinion. Look at that. That's just like a complete V. It's beautiful, and I couldn't trade it. It was very frustrating not to be able to trade that. But again, very simple. I'm looking for shorts at that area, and I'm looking for longs down here. 96, 88 area, that's where I'm looking for longs. Most likely 88, especially with the volatility that we will be having. It all depends on how the action plays out, and I'm going to be looking for some shorts at the 26, 28 area. But we got to wait for the numbers. 9:45 is going to be key, and so will 10 o'clock. And I gotta make sure I'm analyzing this correctly because, well, I have $1,100 left in this combine to pretty much blow. If that happens, well, then blew up the account. But we are not gonna do that. The plan here is to pretty much max profits today, 1,500. I think the market's gonna be very volatile. It can give us profits for sure. As long as we're on the right side of the trend and we're on the right side of the move, I think we can definitely catch something here. Like I said, if price comes up to here, I'm interested in a possible short. It all depends on how we get here. If we boner candle right through this resistance at 35, and then we come back here, I'm not taking a short there. I'm going to be taking most likely a long there because we are trying to reclaim this area, right? But if we get up here and we're doing something like what we're doing right now at this area, well, then probably going to consider a short at the major resistance. I could take one here just to kind of try out the water, right, to see how it works, because it is, I understand it is resistance. Look at what happened yesterday at this level. You see, after the news came out, we squeeze a little bit above it, we fall right back into the range, and then we go right back down into free fall. So again, I could take a mild short off there of mild resistance, but I would rather wait, especially considering, look at this uptrend that it's been on all night. So I want to wait just a little bit more for some stronger resistance to get up here. For price to get up here and then take some shorts off there. I'm in Canada, so this bank rate interest decision is should be important to me, but doesn't really matter to me. Let's see what happens if they're gonna keep it the same. I don't know. I feel like they've pretty much kept it at 5 now. They're saying how inflation's coming lower, and that's why they're keeping the rates steady. I live in Canada, and I can tell you personally that inflation, I don't know if it's getting lower or higher, but one thing for sure is that when I go to the grocery stores or when I go anywhere, everything is a lot more money, and things just keep on getting more expensive. They cost more. So I'm not sure exactly what data they're referring to, that inflation is pretty much steady at this point or close to being steady. So they have their own calculations, but my observations are everything's a lot more money, and there's no way in hell that you're gonna tell me that inflation's only gone up 2% or 2 point something percent that we're at currently. But hey, that's just my observation. I hope it doesn't just reclaim that area that we broke down from yesterday. I hope that we get some more volatility. It would kind of suck if this thing just reclaims and starts shooting up, knowing that there's news. It's just scary to be buying as price continues, and knowing that there's news that could potentially blow up your account with at any moment. Look at that. We're coming right into that range. 26, 28 area. The market wants it. The market is really interested in that area. And again, I understand why. This was where we broke down yesterday, right? It's going to be interesting to see if this area can reclaim. If this area reclaims, like I said, it's going to be, I'm almost telling you, it's going to be new highs. Not guaranteed, because nothing is guaranteed ever, but I would feel like it would be new highs. Market is now open for business officially. Place your trade, your bet. Come on, let's see if we can get that 26, 28 area, and then maybe a nice short off there. I don't want to be the first one short on the first red candle on market open. I didn't even realize it was market open, to be honest with you. 9:31, 1 minute into the market open. Price is right on a stalemate. Like I said, if I'm going to take a short, I want to take it up here. I feel more confident in this area. Although we could start rolling off from here. But I'm just a little bit worried that we do want to pop and retest this area. I mean, we're so close to it to retest the area we break down from yesterday. So why not? Like, why not just go and test it, right? That's the logic. But could be wrong. Could I have taken a long off here? Looking at it in hindsight, probably. Maybe I'm getting stuck looking at it too short. So, yeah. We'll see, though. Like I said, those are my 3 plans. I'm going to stick to them. Unless we can start rolling off here, then maybe I'll be interested in a short. But right now, price is still above 19. So I'm not going to be taking any short here right now. I think she wants to test that area. SPY is attempting a breakout. Maybe. The dollar's showing strength. So it's not the best of setups if you were long from here. I'm going to take a quick short. Again, this is just a scalp. I am not going to be holding this for very long. If it reverses on me, I'm going to take a quick stop out right over here, right above the highs. It is simply a scalp. I just want to see if we can roll right into this range. If not, I'm completely out. It's going to be a quick trade. Nothing crazy, like I said. If we can get it. I just see that we'll see. Let's see what happens. Again, it's a tight stop. No, I'm not risking too much. This is a scalp. If we can get back into this range, that would be my best bet right here, right now. If not, I'm probably just going to get out of it. Again, my stop's tight. I'm not concerned if I get stopped here. I want to be shorting up here as well. If I get stopped, I get stopped. My stop is right above this candles from yesterday where we got denied from the news. Let's see if we can get a nice turnover and fall right back into the range. If not, I get stopped. Not a big deal. My overall play was up here. Let's see what happens. Again, it's a quick scalp. If it doesn't reverse and go back into this range sooner rather than later, I will just take myself on out and I'll be waiting for a better short up here. I'm not trying to pick tops. Again, I understand that this was resistance as well, and so was up here. But if we weren't going to be pushing right at open, then I said it's a scalp trade. It was a tight stop. If we can get rolling back under 17, that would be the best thing I could see for my eyes right now. If not, I'll just take myself out. It's got to break right below that 17, or else we're just going to bounce from here. and potentially go to that next area of resistance. I like how we're rolling over. We got to break that 17. If we don't break 17, that's going to be the key level right there, 17. I might even consider going break even at this point. Like I said, it was a quick scalp. You can see my stop there. If we break 17, let's go. We break 17. We have to break 17. We cannot bounce from here. This is, because remember, this is an area of resistance, but I don't want to reclaim this area. I want them to sell this area, right? The SPY is hitting VWAP. I might go break even here at this point. I do not want to be giving back none of my gains potentially. Because like I said, you see that? Like it's having that bounce right there. You got to understand that it was a high risk trade. If it didn't break, well, it didn't break. We could easily bounce from here. So we'll see. Look at the SPY. I like what I've done here with my charts. Now I can show you very quickly. You see how SPY is right above its VWAP and the pivot here. So it's either going to break and crack or it's not. That's why I'm going break even already. I'm not trying to risk too much on this trade because it could very easily reverse on me. I'm going to just lock it in. We'll see if we can get a better trade entry after. Building the account up slowly, that's fine. Watch me lock it in and then just start the sell. That's okay. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It had to. As soon as I take profit, it had to. I was just, oh my gosh. That's okay. It was a good trade. At least we, whatever. I just should have kept it. If anything, I should have added. I mean, there's still a good potential if we get maybe potentially at the 17. I can have my stop above that area of support. Oh my goodness. Why did I take profit? I was just so I'm concerned about this thing trying to go back to test the main area. Like that's the main area. Good morning, buenos dias. We are having coffee already. I shorted right here, 1975. Fuck. I could have been, if I've added and stopped being, I gotta stop being a little bit scared with, I think it's this stream and I don't know what I've been doing, but I should have been adding into this right here. That's okay. There's always another opportunity. I already know exactly what could potentially play out here. So what I've done here with my charts is I have these main ones pulled up on this side. So, wow, this thing is just rolling over. Fuck. How the hell do you spot the top and take a lousy $150? We'll see though. I don't think that was quite the top. But point is, I have my chart pulled up here. This is the SPY chart. And you can see here we have a gap to the downside to fill. And we also have a gap to the upside to fill. We're right in the middle. News is coming in at 9:45 and at 10 o'clock. So this move is pretty much noise right now. So don't be getting too excited just because we're selling. We could easily reverse right back into this range. There is news at 9:45. There is news at 10 o'clock. The 10 o'clock news is going to make the market, I think, move probably more than this one at 9:45. But either way, they're both important for the market. So just understand that we have those news at that time. And I'm going to be waiting for the reaction. Are you kidding? This thing is just continuing to go lower. How do you short here and then take profit here? It's amazing, isn't it? Again, I like after what happened yesterday, I'm trying to stay a bit more flexible in this range because, well, we can easily get sells, we could easily get pushes. So I have 3 plans, right? Like I said, I wanted to be short up here. I took a short here, which played out well. I just unfortunately didn't. I should have freaking just passed this thing already from there. I should have added like 5 contracts when we broke down here. But anyways, I have 3 trades. I have that short idea up here. I have the long idea down here. And I have another long idea down here. They're not ideas. They're actually pulled up from charts. I've already reviewed. I've gone through all of them. why I think they're important and key. These are must-hold levels. But something I want to talk about yesterday that was pretty much interesting, and this is why I always say that after a bad day or after a good day, doesn't matter. You always have to wait for the close. I know that all day we looked like we were just waterfalling, which we were, and I did take a loss. It's gonna happen from time to time. Days like yesterday are pretty much rare right now. So the one time that I get caught in it, unfortunately, I should have walked away after the first loss, but I didn't. But the point is simple. You see how we close? Look at this V. It's like a V. This is starting to look very trappy to me. So as long as we hold this 88 level, okay, as long as we hold where we pretty much closed from yesterday, we need to hold that level so that we can move on higher. But right now, we are also leaving this massive gap from 88 all the way to up here. So I think the market might want to go and fill that gap potentially, right? So basically the idea is go lower before we can go higher. But ideas are ideas. Market is going to get news in 45 minutes. In 15 minutes and in 4 minutes. So be careful. Like I said here, price could easily reverse and stays in a stalemate. In other words, stay in a certain tight range before the news comes out. So be careful. Do not be holding trades long right now, even when the news comes out. Be very careful. Like I said, I took this quick short. It played out better than I anticipated it, but I'm not going to be holding long right before news is coming out. Like you can see there, it's bouncing right from that trend line I got drawn up. I'm not going to go over it right now. I already did. But the idea is, as long as we can hold 88, we are going to be pushing up higher today. And if we reclaim this area, this is where I want to get short. But remember, it comes down to how price is going to get there. If we boner candle right through this and we push to 35 and come back to retest 28, I'm not going to get short there. At that point, we are going to be reclaiming this area and I want to take longs. And I can almost tell you, guaranteed, we are going to be making new highs if we reclaim this area by today, tomorrow, or Friday. I don't know when, how, or how it'll happen pretty much, but I can tell you we will make new highs. And all that sell from yesterday is going to be rinse and repeat, where Monday, Tuesday is shit, and I lose money on those days. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we kill it. And then I'm going to listen to my wife and I'm going to take Monday and Tuesday off from now on. All right. I'm just a little bit frustrated about what happened yesterday. But without getting too excited, this is the daily chart. Right before the news comes out, you see that massive sell? We're already pushing right back above it. And yeah, look at the last 2 days sell we had. New high. Two small red days, new high. Two red days, maybe new high again, right? I don't know. But it seems like the market is recycling the same old story. New high. Big red day. Right after it, new high. This is the daily chart. 2 day sell, after a few days, new high. Can it happen again? I don't know. The odds say, yeah, for sure. But I don't play the odds. I'm not playing the guessing game. I'm saying if we get above here, we reclaim this level where we broke down yesterday, and we pretty much continue to bounce higher above here after, reclaiming the level, then we'll be making new highs. But again, I'm not trying to guess, predict. I will be reacting to what price wants to do. Right now, we just got to wait for the news. It's incoming. It's going to be coming in hot. So relax. Drink something. Okay? Go get yourself a drink and let the first move play out. Okay? Don't be buying the first one. Right now, yes, the wife is always right sometimes. Sometimes. But my point is, remember, news is coming out right now. Take it easy. Get yourself a drink. Let the people that want to blow up their accounts right now, let them blow it up first. The market is going to trap both ways probably, as it always does. Trap to the upside, trap to the downside, and then make the real move later on. So I want to stay out of it. I want to react to what price is going to do. The market, I think, already knows what it's going to do, by the way. I think we already programmed to make new highs or to make new lows and break down the cycle of what I pretty much just went over. It's already pre-planned, okay? In my opinion. This news, the market doesn't give a shit about these news, okay? Inflation's at 2 point something percent according to them. I keep going to the store, everything keeps getting more expensive. I mean, does it really matter? Who cares? Let's just try to make some money from this move. Don't worry about the news, okay? We're forecasting interest rates to stay at 5% because apparently inflation is going down, so now the Bank of Canada can hold it steady. I don't know about you, but every time I go into stores and things keep getting more and more pricey. So I don't know what they're talking about, but so the actual rate decision was 5%. It is in now. You can see it right here. That's why I showed you guys right here on the trading view very nicely how it pulls up all the information and all the news for you right here. You can see that live as the numbers come out, and it tells you all the numbers at what time and what is the strength level. 3 stars is going to influence the market a lot. 1 star, not so much. So, like I said, I think the 10 o'clock number is the one that's going to make the market move more than the Canadian interest rate decision. That's what I think. And what I want to see is I'd rather us go lower and then go higher. So like that, we fill the gap and then we kind of get permission to go higher. That's the way I kind of view it. But so far, look at this short. I would have been short here still with a stop of break even. Still a good short, but we'll see. Like I said, it's numbers. Numbers are tricky to play. First move sometimes is the trap. Sometimes the second move is the trap too. I just want to see the levels, how they play out. If we can bounce above this area, I want to consider maybe a short here, depending how we get there. If you took a short from here, if you took a short off here, like I said, I could consider taking a short off here with a stop above here. I would probably go break even already. I would not be holding this with a stop any like bigger. It could easily waterfall. Yes, you would have, but let me pull this up. I like what I've done now with these charts. I can give you guys a good insight of what I'm looking at over on this side. And not just that, I can also be looking at it myself too, more often. So this is the NQ. You can see here how it's also showing some weakness. This is the US dollar. I do not like to see the US dollar along with the SPY looking like this when they're both kind of like selling. Again, this is probably information that can clutter your mind or make you overanalyze certain things. But the idea is the same, that if the dollar is selling off, then this will essentially show some strength, or vice versa. If SPY is selling off, then this might be showing some strength. It's kind of like opposites, right? But that's why when they're all working together like this, I want to stay out of it. I don't want to be making trades. That doesn't indicate nothing good to me. So that's what it tells. That's what I've, at least up until today, come to a conclusion of. So it's telling me to stay out of it. It's telling me to wait for somebody to lead, basically. But that 17 area, still holding up as resistance. Like I said, inside of this range between 26 and 28 and 88 to 96, I want to stay very flexible. I want to look for shorts. I want to look for longs, whatever works better. And you see this, how we attempt to push above and we go back into the range. Maybe this was the trap that I did it. I'm looking at it right now. Maybe this was a trap, right? We fake above, we take out some stops, we trap some longs at open, and then boom, we dump right into it. And maybe I should still be holding a short, but I'm not going to do it. I've already took profit. I'm over it. I'm done with that one. We got to wait. 10 o'clock is going to be the real, I think, move, you could say. Well, the first trap and the real trap and the real move. 10 o'clock is really what's the big numbers for the market. At least for futures, right? For what we're trading. But just remember, like I said, this is exactly why, like you can see, like it, yes, we could sell, we could push up. We're still in this kind of tight range. I don't want to trade in there. I want to see these three get separated, or not separate. Yeah. So I want to see basically NQ and SPY kind of working at the same time together, and then the dollar working in opposites. When they're working, you see how now you can see the NQ, SPY working together, and the dollar starting to get pretty much picking a direction. Maybe now I want to get some clarity, right? I don't like trading when they're all showing weakness. I don't know why it works, but it just does. I'm not too sure how to explain it, right? I don't know how to. They're correlated, and I understand that they move kind of separate in opposites, but Why exactly? I couldn't tell you. But what I do know, what I can tell you, is that this level is going to be key. That 26 level. This was the key level yesterday from where we broke down. You see that? This is the area that I want to consider a short if we can get up here. And here, after we broke down, we got a nice sell. Oops. We have a nice sell. We get a nice sell. We break one of my core trend lines. The red trend line is a big time frame for me on my charts. Blue is like a medium time frame. Sorry, small time frame, and yellow is medium. Again, I understand. I draw these lines. These are my charts. I'm just giving you a deep insight on my charts. So on the big time frames, I have the red, which never move. I can adjust them, but they will never move. I have yellow, medium, and then blue, mild. So like you see here, this is only from like a few days, right? That's like a mild trend line for me. And then yellow is bigger time frame. So in other words, giving me an idea of trend. And then red, which don't ever move, that's big time frame. Look at yesterday, right on the 15-minute chart. We broke down below one of my big trend lines, and then we are reclaiming that. So if we come back lower to test that 98 area, which is where my trend line is, that's why 98 is also on my chart here. Well, 96, but it's basically in that same rough area, right? That's where I want to take those longs. That's where it makes sense for me to get long at. So in here, not so much just yet. I don't want to take longs here. And unfortunately, I got out of my good short. There was a good short right here. Boom. It was good. Should have locked in a few more points for sure. But could have, would have, should have. At least we're already starting the day off with a good trade. Can't complain. We'll see what happens after the move. By the way, if you are fading me, if you are going against basically what I'm trading and what I'm doing, tell me. It's fine. I honestly, like yesterday, would have been a good idea to go against what I was doing. Would have worked out for you. But today, I don't know. Different day. But if you do have any thoughts, any ideas or something about how you see the markets or pretty much anything that maybe you want to share it. I'll be back. I'm going to get some water. No coffee now. All right, we are back. I don't know if you can hear those little ones, but they are loud and awake. So what's going to happen here? Hey, like I said, if you have any ideas or anything, any thoughts on how you see the market, you can tell me. Maybe I can pick something up. Like I said, technical analysis is pretty simple and it can be interpreted in many different ways. This is just one way how I see it. But if maybe you have a different idea, share it if you want. But right now, for me, I want to stay out of it until that 10 o'clock number comes out. I want to see how the market reacts. I want to see how, because we could very easily sell. We could very easily push. Like you can see here on my 3 charts, I see the dollar showing some weakness now. NQ seems like it wants to show some strength. But at the same time, it's just showing some strength. It's holding that their VWAP and they could very easily crack it, right? I mean, what I'm trying to say is that NQ is above its VWAP. It's the VWAP is the weighted volume average. If you don't know exactly what that is, you can look it up yourself. But it's essentially a line that a lot of traders trade off. It's exactly kind of what the name is. Just reset your account. You're not trying to blow it on the first day. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Wait for the dust to settle because, like I said, the numbers at 10 o'clock are very important. So be cautious of that. See how NQ is showing weakness now? These are not kind of aligned together. So for me to take a trade right now, I like to see them working together. You see the SPYs holding up? The SPY, like I said, is the stock market in general. And then you have NQ kind of showing weakness and or strength. So they haven't quite decided which way they want to go. And the dollar's doing both things as well, showing maybe it wants to hold and bounce from this level or it wants to break down from this level. They are both kind of indecisive, and that has to do with the numbers coming in 4 minutes. So afterwards, you'll see. With the numbers, you're going to have either the dollar pushing higher and then these pushing lower. It'll get a little bit more clear. But the market is never as easy as that. So remember, first move is usually the trap. So be careful. And if you are going to trade it, I'm not suggesting you do. Okay. You go over here and you put a nice stop. Okay. You do not trade without a stop. I think everybody should trade with a stop, especially when they're scalping markets like this. And then you go break even pretty quickly. And you can't just trade it for the sake of trading it. Wait till you get a nice setup, right? Like this right here, you can see like this opening was kind of the short of the day so far. And then up here, I mean, you could have taken another short here and then just have your stop at break even. But with the news, the problem is you can have your stop at break even. But if the news just boner candles all the way to 28, you're not getting filled over here. Your stop could be at 16, right? But if the news instantly spikes all the way to 28 plus, you're getting stopped out at whatever price is on that candle at that moment, right? So just be careful. You can blow up accounts very quickly like that. And you just reset it, so take it easy. I should be taking it easy too. I only have like, what, $1,300 right now I can lose on this account. But we're not going to do that. We're trying to make this money today. We got to get this account $1,500 max. That's the max I can make. And then back up to that magical freaking $500 to pass this. All right, so news is incoming. Market looks like it wants to sell. NQ is giving it up. You can see right here. Look at that. NQ finally gave it up. So SPY is also giving it up. But we will see what happens at open. I mean, at the news. I'm going to leave this here so you can kind of see the live reaction as the numbers come out. Okay. You're going to see how this dollar interacts with NQ. NQ is the NASDAQ. All right, I'm going to leave that there. And this is the SPY, US dollar, NQ, NASDAQ. This is our chart, 2-minute chart. Let's see. Yeah, hopefully today's a good day. Didn't start off well, though. I went to the gym and this guy, he smelled so bad. His armpits, I'm like, wow. I just left the gym. I know I'm sharing that weird story, but yeah, it was kind of weird. I've never experienced something like that. It was so bad. It was like garlic, onion all mixed together. I don't even want to go in anymore. I almost threw up. I just walked out. I'm like, I'm going to go home and work out there. All right, so 10 o'clock is coming, 9:59. You're going to see some wildness right now, so stay out of it. Let's see it. This is the 10 o'clock news. And few seconds, 38, 10, Well, not 10 seconds. Yeah, 15 seconds. Let's see. Let's wait. For me, it's better if we go lower first. Remember, I want to see it go lower, then go higher. But I'm gonna react to what price is gonna do. I'm not gonna guess it. And here's the numbers: 10 o'clock. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, I said I was gonna leave this. I forgot. Sorry. There we go. We are starting to go lower, which is what I wanted to see. Very good. Very good so far. But I'm not trading this. Don't try to blow up. Remember, I think this stream is going to be delayed like 5 seconds. So whatever price you're looking at right now, it is delayed a few seconds. The jobs opening were pretty much in line with what the street was expecting. I'll pull it up here. I'm not going to trade this right now. Too much volatility. Could go either way. The toss-up. Wow, look at that wick. So, oh my gosh, there's also more numbers at 10:30. All right, so got to be careful. But anyway, so the job openings, they were forecasting 8.9 million. They got 8.36. So you work out exactly if that was good or bad. The idea is the same. I think we want to go lower before we can go higher if we're going to make a new all-time high. So it doesn't really matter. And then up here, there's more numbers at 10:30, some crude oil numbers. So be careful. Honestly, in my opinion, like I've said already, I want to see this gap get filled on the SPY. If we can fill this gap to the downside, bounce right from the bottom of it, and then make a nice move higher. That would be the best. That's where I'm most confident. If that happens, though, is the question. Sometimes you have to wait a long time to get a nice setup. Like look at yesterday. I was looking for longs all day, right? But the only long that was basically the best one was at the support of 66. That was a level from last week. And it happened right in the last 30 minutes of the market close yesterday. I just didn't have enough conviction to obviously wait. And I cannot predict that we would have gone that low anyways. So I can only trade what I know, which is buy at supports and then sell short at resistances. But here in the middle is where you want to stay out of it. I don't want to be trading here. So yeah, the numbers were neutral. I don't know. The market didn't move too much. I thought it was going to move a lot more, to be honest. But yeah. But you see how they're all still showing weakness. US dollar, NQ, SPY, not the best. I don't. That's when you have things like this chop or like price basically returning, making highs, lows. Like it doesn't have a trend. Is my point. When those three are working against, and like how I'm saying, US dollar pushing higher, NQ and the SPY pushing lower, you can get trends. I mean, it looks like yes, we are going lower, but like look at price, it's getting pretty aggressive. These are big candles. You gotta understand that. From 07, it's right back up to almost 11, right? Like it's like 3 points on each candle, 4 points on each candle compared to like see small candles and just trending higher. See, trending. Price is moving differently. Is my point. At the end, you just gotta be patient. Try not to get chopped up in here. It looks like it wants to go lower. Again, the best area to short was up here. I didn't hold with conviction. I should have held longer. I should have been short. I wanted to add here into this, but I didn't. Would have, should have. Look at that. We're down here at the 07. So knowing that I shorted up here and I took it out, am I really going to come in short down here now at 07? If anything, for a short, I think we want to go lower. I should have held that. I think we want to go fill that gap. The gap is at the 90.50. So gap will be officially filled at the 90.50 on the futures market right here. Okay. Oftentimes, we don't just fill the gap and bounce right from it, right? We will go slightly lower and then bounce from it. So if we are going to fill that gap, oh my gosh. Why did I take out my short? Why? I would have been done with my whole day, even with one contract keeping. Oh my God. That sucks. See, this is what the problem with the news is. I knew we were probably going to go fill that gap lower and then go higher. Okay. I can sit here all day and tell you how I said that before it happened. We want to go lower to fill the gap. It's better to go fill the gap lower so that we can go higher, right? It's counterintuitive. To go higher, we don't just want to go higher. We want to go lower, then we go higher. But come on, what a prick. I'm still interested in a short, possibly, but not down here. I gotta see a nice bounce. Like you see here, how maybe we flagged a little bit and then we kind of break that down. It would be a scalp, a very quick scalp, but it could work potentially, right? We can, because this thing is not just gonna waterfall down. I think, but yesterday, I thought a lot. Okay, it's just I'm not used to when the market just waterfalls, or because I understand that the market doesn't move like just in general, just waterfall. It moves choppy, okay? It's better when it moves choppy than when it just waterfalls. Because from here, you take a short, this thing could very easily rip right back on up here. You want to see some form of trend. Don't worry, we're going to make some more trades. It's coming on to that support at the bottom. Perfect if I don't have a short, but guess what? I understand the ranges. I'm going to be taking some longs of probably there and or at the gap fill over here. Okay, we're coming down to this support. The problem here is I think we want to fill this gap, right? So if I take my first support buy at 96, you see that right here? If I take this, what I'm worried about is we're just going to end up selling lower because the gap fill is there. So I do want to still take it because I think we get a nice bounce from there. It all depends how price comes down here, right? We will see. Because like I said, markets don't just waterfall straight down, right? They tend to push up, right? So not they push off supports. So if support is going to be here, I want to take a long off here and then maybe look for a push on up. Let's just wait and see. Let's just wait and see. Let's see how price reacts at this 96. Come on. Come a little bit lower. I just want to see how this price is going to react here. Just a little bit lower. Just a little bit lower. Come on. A little bit lower. Come fill me over here. Well, I don't have an order placed, but I just want to see how price reacts here, and that's how I'm going to be taking longs from here. I want to take a long from here, not short. Come on. Come fill me at 9. Come take me up. Pick me up at 696. That's where I want to take a long from there. You want to see why? Again, I have my core trend line drawn up here. Look at the price, 96.50, all right? I have my core trend line there, and I have a pivot there on my 15-minute chart. So I think we could get a nice bounce from there if we can get a long from here. Okay, it's already starting to bounce because, again, the areas are not going to be right to the T, right? You can only do technical analysis exactly like this, and then it's up to you how much risk you want to put on. Yesterday, I was averaging in my position, okay, before it was hitting. Fudge! Are you kidding? That would have been my target right here, 05. From 96 to 05. But you see what happens when you get to these areas of support? Yesterday was weird. It was a weird day. Are you kidding me, ES? Fuck. I've been talking about how I wanted to take longs up there. I'm not getting frustrated because for nothing. But I'm not chasing this. I am not going to chase this. All right? I didn't get my entry. I'm going to stay out of it for now. I want to see how price reacts to the real support here. We didn't quite get to it. So unfortunately, no trade for me yet. But I want to trade this. I want to get this action going. I want to get this account up back in the green. Oh, come on, man. Don't tell me that was the bounce right there from fucking 98. I don't think so. I think he want to come pick me up. I think he wants to come to pick me up. But now the problem is, if we do break lower, I don't know about bidding this. I'm going to stay more flexible than yesterday, that's for sure. I think we want to fill that gap. Remember, there's still that gap potential. You can't just forget about it. Just like I said, I don't think the market's just waterfall straight to the target, right? It's too easy to do that. So we're going to have bounces, right? And understanding where to be buying those bounces, that will make you a profitable trader, right? And look at that. I spotted this bounce area, but I didn't buy it. Fudge. Whatever. Sometimes I could have bought it here. Like yesterday, that's what I was doing yesterday. I was averaging in my position. I was buying here, and then I was buying another contract here, and then it would just waterfall. So I'm scared from yesterday. See how the trading fucks you up mentality? It ruins your psychology a little bit because you expect after a losing day to pretty much lose, or you want to play more careful because you lost the day before. So again, I don't care what happened yesterday. I'm going to stick to my plan. I lost yesterday with my plan. So today I'm going to win with my plan, if that makes sense. I'm going to follow the plan either freaking way. But don't forget, if you're long or if you're going to consider any long, watch out because this thing could reverse. I think we want the gap fill. The gap fill is smelling a little bit for me. It's smelling like we want it. And look at the SPY. Again, we identify the SPY has a gap to the downside. So maybe the SPY wants to go fill it, and then we can go and fill that next one, reclaim the 26, 28 area I keep talking about, and make fresh new highs by Thursday, and the process will rinse and repeat once again. And then all the Twitter bears that pretty much claim that they're always looking for the tops, that the one day they do catch shorts, they make money from shorts, they want to claim that they're the best trader. Meanwhile, they've been missing out on the long opportunities the whole last few months. Just yesterday, I could have been more flexible. So again, you go to sleep, you sleep off, you think about what you did right. You're always improving on as a trader. But today, I do want to see how we can pull this off to get this account right back to a max winning day of 1,500. It's enough with this one contract and freaking $500 days. I have bigger days with my XFA accounts. I think it's the stream that's putting on also some pressure on me. I was thinking about that, but again, I'm gonna just go back into my zone. And I think I also missed that Spanish music. I'm Latino, so that Spanish music, when I have it pumping in the background and I'm there just, you know, in the zone, it helps out. And right now I'm just here listening to my own voice. It can actually get pretty annoying. I'm telling it to you straight. I'm just listening to my own voice out loud. It can get a little bit annoying. In your head is already enough. Now speaking it and hearing it, it's another. But I love my voice. I love it. Love it. I should. I would. The problem is, if I do, I can get what's the thing? Demonetized or not demonetized. I won't even have the opportunity to get monetized. And I could get essentially blocked or deleted from YouTube. Because I'm stealing music, right? I don't own the music. Trust me, I would. Plus, you might like it and then some other people won't. Eventually, whoever was watching or whoever might potentially come back and watch later, they're not going to like it maybe. Point is, yeah, you do. That's why all these streamers and stuff, they have these headphones and stuff. They're listening to music. They're not just listening to their own head. Or they're listening to themselves. I don't know. But I think I can hear myself out loud without headphones. I don't know what they do, but I'm pretty sure they're listening to music. I've already tried listening to music, but I think it distracts me from the stream, so that's why I'm not. But I want to listen to some music. But that's what I mean. It's like it's a change of rhythm. It's a change of everything this week. So I'm adjusting to the change, and I'm trying to get over the fear of that pressure of just showing trades on the stream. Because again, I could easily be trading off screen, doing stupid things, right? Like I could have shorted there. I could have bought here. I could have bought here. And you would never know if I lose or I win, right? So in that case, I'm less fearful of taking trades, right? But me, like I said, I'm gonna show all my entries. I want to get this combine done live. It's all gonna be recorded. It's the same account number here. There's no faking it. I didn't reset the account. I didn't go and get another account. This is still the same account. I'm showing everything. I mean, could I have taken more trades? Probably, but again, I don't really trade like that anyway, so I'm not gonna try to change my trading too much. But this was the short of the day for me, or this was kind of the best trade. Like even just we open up here, we are currently over here. Well, the best trade so far would have been that short up here, or second best trade so far would have been buying down here. And guess who had the right idea for both? I did. Short here, long here. Unfortunately, I didn't get filled here. So it happens. But on days like today, it's better. I like days like today better where we actually range. We are in a range. Does that make sense? We're not just selling or we're not just pushing higher. Because pushing higher can be the same as when you're selling. Because it creates the fear of missing out, right? You're missing out on, you're seeing prices go higher and higher and higher, and you're missing out. Or when you're seeing price go lower and lower and lower, you're missing out. And worse, you're trying to buy like I was yesterday. But in this range, that's great. That's fine. I should have bought here though. I should have been doing what I was doing yesterday, averaging in my position. It's okay. Today, like I said, there's numbers at 10:30, so don't just think that this price is gonna stay here. I think we're in for a bigger treat. All right, the market already knows what the hell it's gonna do. We're in for a bigger treat, I think, in my opinion. We're gonna go fill that gap. That's my idea, and then we're gonna move higher, fresh highs on Thursday, Friday. That's my idea. So crude oil numbers at 10:30. And this is good because this creates price discovery, essentially. So we now know this is kind of the top of the range. This is bottom so far. We're now in the middle. You don't take trades in the middle. Come on, I was going to buy down here. Look at that. What a beautiful buy area right there. I didn't take it. Again, I was looking to get filled at down here, a 96 area. But we got so close. And honestly, at this point, if we were to sell and start coming back down, I probably wouldn't take that trade anymore. Because now we already bounced from this area one time, and I understand and I know that there's the gap fill below it. And the gap fill below it is going to be down here. So if anything, what I'm looking for right now is a short, believe it or not. I'm looking for a short somewhere back up into this range over here, into the 17. If we can try to attempt to push a little bit higher, maybe I can take a short around here. So that you get it. It's a game of ping pong, right? We got the high, the low, the high, and then next low until it changes. So I want to potentially take a short around here. We will see if we get it. If we don't, we don't. But if we get it, we get it. Hey, if anybody has an idea or they see something I don't, spill it. I'm open to ideas. My ideas are not the only ones. This is a 5-minute trend line I have here, which we're kind of riding pretty nicely, actually. I will show you this trend line, how I got to that. This is a very small trend line. It's from the past few days. So you can see here. You see there? That's when we kind of started this descending, sort of, right? And then we have this gigantic sell yesterday. And then we have this trap. And then now this is kind of that trend line we're following. We attempt to break out multiple times here. We break above it. We break below it. Now we are selling. We are retesting that trend line. So if we can get denied there, boom, we make the next lower low. Am I going to take a trade of that little 5-minute trend line? I could, but I probably won't. Because I understand the levels better. We can easily come back up here, right? This little 5-minute trend line doesn't have too much weight. If that was an hourly chart, on the other hand, probably yes. So we're back to the 2-minute time frame, and the trend line would have worked, but I'm not taking credit for that one. I'm not. I wouldn't have traded that. This down here does kind of bother me though, because I did spot this level of support, and I didn't average in my position at 98. I should have, but I didn't. And what annoys me is that there's that gap fill. We have the gap fill potential. Again, I'm not saying we're going to go fill it, but it could happen. Ten minutes till the news, so be careful. But I'm just trying to see if that's gonna be the real low. Are we not gonna go fill that gap? I don't know. Look at the 30-minute time frame. That's what I was looking at on this side. You see that massive wick on the 30 minutes? Wow. That's bullish for sure. So in fact, if we were to come back lower here, that's kind of worrying. So what I'm trying to decipher here with this code is, are we gonna just continue to push after this? Because if we leave this massive gap on a 30-minute time frame, that's pretty convincing evidence that we want to go higher, like ASAP. Look at the hourly candle. Wow. Wow. And are you shitting me? I didn't buy it down there. Hourly candle is I think if this thing flips green at 13, we could be pushing quite a bit, because that would be a massive wick. Look at yesterday. What happens at the last from 3 p.m. You see that wick we left at the bottom? Push, consolidate, push, retrace, backtest. Could this really be that push now? We reclaim this area like I've been talking about. We reclaimed this all-time high before. We're going to be making fresh highs. I'll be calling for it until Friday. It's going to happen on Friday if that happens. Look at that. So far it's getting denied on my little 5-minute time frame. My 5-minute trend line. Come on, let's see if we can get a nice trade. I want to spot something. Give me something, yes. Down here was my buy setup. I could have been done this thing already. Come on. I want to get in heavy. I want a nice setup. I want to put on some contracts. 5 contracts, get this thing done. Feeling it today. Today's different. It's a different day than yesterday. Yesterday was not supports and stuff. They weren't holding up, and I just kept bidding them for some reason. But the reason is simple, because the market doesn't just sell off like yesterday. I'll continue to go with the trend. Like I said, in here, you're diddling in the middle. So calm down. You have 5 minutes until the news. 5 minutes. Will we go fill that gap? Look at the big my other charts. You can see here NQ. It's kind of doing this flag here, which could potentially present a short opportunity off here. And SPY is exactly the same shape. You see that? You see the shape? They're both making the exact same shape. Exact same thing. The only thing that, and the dollar is pretty much holding at the bottom, right? So if the dollar can start pushing, these two can start selling, in my opinion, right? We'll see though. We will see. And then maybe we go for that gap fill idea. I just don't want to trade here. As dumpy as it could be on the other time frames and other things, I don't want to just be the first one there. I much rather take shorts off here than in here. So if we can get up here, maybe there's a short. Remember, there's 5 minutes until numbers come out. Will we fill the gap fill at the 90 and then push higher? That's what I think is gonna happen. I unfortunately got out of my short here, and I did not get filled down here. I was trying to buy down here. I didn't get filled. So that's okay. All it takes, you got to understand, all it takes is one trade. You have one solid trade. You average your position in like how I do. You're gonna, it can reward you massively. You don't need to be trading every single move. As I stated, I think we can get a nice sell. And look at that. It is selling slightly, but I don't want to take 3-point trades or 5-point trades. See, as I said, if the dollar was holding those lows and if it could start pushing, NQ right at the top here, and SPY can start selling off. And look at it; they look identical. Okay, that's NQ. Okay, just in case you don't know the ticker, that's NQ. They're like flagging. This is a flag to the downside, right? So we could sell lower, but I don't trade these like that. I would rather see these things reverse and reclaim this area for me to take longs. I want to see a trap, right? But again, these two are starting to move in sync, is my point. They're starting to move in sync. And this is starting to maybe pick away. I don't trade because of that, but I just like to know what they're doing. You see that Rito has these trend lines. Rito has these trend lines. It would have worked out for a little bit for you. And now you're back to break even. Oh my God. Come on. After this 10:30, hopefully I can get a trade on. And by 11, I should be done. So I'm going to be done this stream by 11. Hopefully we can get a nice trade and show it on the stream and get this account right where it needs to be, which is almost at the passing mark. And yeah, that's the goal for today. So just got to pick my shot carefully. We are selling. We are selling. Come on. I think we want to fill that gap. I think we want to fill the gap. But I'm not going to trade a short here. I don't know. Well, I know you're from Toronto, Elizabeth. I don't know if you know it. Was there a shooting yesterday at the Yorkdale? I was watching that this morning on Six Buzz on Twitter. I think there was. Or was that not from yesterday? No, that wasn't from yesterday. I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe I was watching some old news from something else. Again, the reason why I'm not doing anything here because there's nothing for me to do here. I mean, it could go lower, it could go higher. I think we want to go lower, so yeah. I think. I don't want to trade my thinking, my feelings. I just want to trade support, resistance. That's all I want to do. What will happen? I don't like how the chart was looking. Let's see if now we can start to get a move. You see the dollar here starting to finally do something, right? And then we have these two kind of starting to move in unison or together. Let's see if we can get something happening here. Come on, news is coming in, or actually just it came in a minute ago. Well, I wasn't even looking. This thing didn't do anything. Come on, do something. The dollar's pushing off. The dollar is running. Look at it. And ES and NQ are kind of holding up. Again, you see why. Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second here. I want to see something. It's a risky short here. If I take a short here, it's very risky. This thing could easily pop. Feels like a gamble to short. I know the dollar's pushing off. I think that it would be a nice sell if it would make sense if I'm looking for that gap fill idea. Mm. Mm. I'm gonna take a quick scalp here. Very quick. Very quick scalp. Okay. All right. Do not take this. This is a very low probability trade. I'm just taking it because at this point I just want to see if I can get. It's only one contract too anyway, so it's fine. All right. I got it in right at the low of that. Look at that. Fuck. I'm gonna push this just above, one tick above that previous high. If not, that 98 is gonna continue to hold and we're gonna push the new high. So I'm just gonna get out probably. Let me see. Wait a second. Wait a second. You're probably better off fading me on this one, but I got in a bit late, I think. My short would have been now, if anything. I just thought we were going to break below that 05 level finally. All right, I'm stopped out on that one. Come on. This is what happens when you're sitting here for so long. Price is not really going anywhere. Like, come on. I thought we were going to break lower. We're squeezing higher. That's fine. That's fine. I might have got fooled with that one. See the dollar starting to reverse now? That's why you don't want to take trades off that. I just thought we were finally going to maybe roll off there. If we're not going to go for that gap, though, we want to test that high. Right here. The 19 area. Right, let me see. Come on. Get something. Don't be taking these trades, all right? These are quick scalps. That one was a scalp. This one was a better setup here. I should have been long, if anything, there. Wow. Yeah. Look how the dollar's starting to finally pick a road. See, now I'm starting to get direction, though. That dollar is finally going somewhere. ES bouncing off support. Reclaiming this trend line here. So we are probably doing this. I'm going to wait. This is in the middle, remember. That's why it's kind of like that range that I don't want to be playing. And I played it there for some reason, but should have been buying with the trend. Trend is your friend. Come on. 20 more minutes. And let's see. That was a pretty stupid trade in hindsight. So the 30-minute candle didn't close with a bigger wick as I thought it would, but still closed with a nice wick nonetheless. And now the next one is kind of pushing, so we'll see. Fuck. Should have been buying here. Mother pricker. 05. 13 already. Almost 10 points. Wow. Amazing. I just thought we were going to roll off, right? And then maybe go for that gap fill, but I guess not. Maybe if we break below that 96, then we might go for the gap fill, but I'm not going to be looking for it anymore. Not down there anyways. I don't know why. I still don't think this thing... My original thought process was maybe up here, right? Maybe I have a short up here. But right now, here in the middle, we're back to that Wednesday routine at end of days where things have been happening recently. So maybe end of day is the better time, right? I was streaming so many other times end of day and nothing. Bunch of garbage. Yesterday, massive move at end of day. Should have been buying down here. I don't know why I didn't buy there. It was such an easy buy there. Thought we were going to fall back into this range down here. I'll be back. Gotta go to the washroom. Okay. We are back. Were we just early to the party? Were we early to the party? Should I stick to the plan up here? Shorting this area? Probably. I was just in a rush. Just do something, yes. Somebody poke this thing with the stick so it makes something. This shape is not looking pretty though. I think this thing wants to roll off. See that? It's like a flag. Again, I don't really care if we go lower or higher. I'm trying to analyze this thing properly. I think we want to go lower, fill that gap. But if we don't, then fuck, I don't know. I want this thing to do something. I want this thing to do something. Here in the middle, it's bothering me. It's bothering me that I was short here. I locked it in too quick. I was trying to buy here. I didn't buy it there because I didn't get filled at the right price. And now I just took this stupid short here. Maybe it was just early to the party. But possibly. I should know better though by now. I should be taking shorts up here, not in the middle. This range is not good to buy or short. It's a 50-50 either way for me in this range here. So come on, we just need one trade, man. One trade. This thing I should have bought down here, averaged in my position like how I did yesterday. I would have already been golden. I'm speaking all these setups, they're happening, and I'm not taking them. And then I'm not profiting on the day so far. So come on, let's see if price can get a nice denial here, or if we can rip above it and then go test that major resistance up here. But in this middle range, it's frustrating because I already know what's gonna happen. It could probably be like this all day or whatever. It's gonna do whatever it's gonna do until 11. And then at whatever time past 11, from 11 to 3 o'clock, it's going to make the real move, meaning go higher or lower. Like, look at yesterday. I mean, yesterday was fine. It was just me who wasn't too short. Biased, I guess you could say. I mean, we get a nice sell, push after the news, sell, and then it's kind of trending lower. Chops around a bit. At least, whatever, at least it was kind of going somewhere. And then end of day, boom, beautiful, nice, beautiful trend. And then I guess that's what's expected after a day like yesterday. It was a nice selling day. We pushed off all night, and now we're just in this freaking wave here. I think it wants to go lower, but I'm not gonna be shorting up here. I should have been smarter enough to understand we were gonna probably short down here at this range. I even said it. I want to short somewhere up here. Not down here. Right now, it's not a short for me, though. Does anybody have a plan? Does anybody see anything else? For me, it's going to be this areas to engage right here. And even now, I wouldn't want to be short here. I would probably want to be short up here. Here in the middle, it's frustrating. Are we going to go up? Or are we going to go down? Do we fill the gap? Or do we push higher to test the resistance? Predict. Anybody got any predictions? Say it. I'm willing to hear it right now. It's 10:45. We opened up at 19. We are at 10. So 9 points. I mean, whatever. I had it. I fucking had it right here perfectly. And I had it down here to be buying perfectly. Now we're in this range in the middle. I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to relax. Wait for something. On my levels. I'm going to wait for my levels to come into play. And that's when I can basically turn this account back into where it should be at, which is just shy of passing this combine. I don't want to just take trades to pass the combine, because that's when it gets worse. That's when it gets worse. That's when you start doing stupid trades. I'm going to wait. Like I said, I had this short at open here. I don't know why I locked it in so quickly. And then I wanted to buy here. I didn't get filled. Now we're in this middle range. I think we want to fill that gap. The gap is on 90. And you see why I don't take these shorts right here? Look at that. I take this short. Boom, reversed right on me. I just thought it could be a quick scalp to the downside. Doesn't work like that. It's never as easy as that. We make another high. We could easily go either way. Up and or down. You tell me. Guess. We're inside this range. The 19 range and 96 range. I want to see us break below or above. Either or. But here in the middle is tricky. It's a tricky one. If you know how it's going to play out, that's great. Water. I'm actually on a 2-day fast now too. I'm going to attempt another 2-day fast. I've already done a few, maybe like 3 in the past. Well, once a month I tried to do it. I haven't done it for the past 2 months. So I'm going to try to do one, meaning that I had dinner yesterday. I'm going to only eat dinner now tomorrow. They are pretty hard. I'm doing it mainly because I've been slacking, I think. And in the past 2 months, I've put on 4 pounds. So I'm going to attempt to get down 10 pounds now. Even further, I want to get down to 175. So yeah. I got up to, I think this morning, 184. And I'm like, that is not good, considering that I was 179. So 179, 180, right? So then now I'm 184. I've gained 4 pounds in 2 months. Not a good trend to be on. So I'm going to kill that trend, go on a 2-day fast. And by Friday, I'll probably be back by 180 for sure. That's I know my body, right? So I'll be like 179, 180 by Friday. And then we can lose that extra 5 pounds by the end of the month easily. But yeah, we are on that water fast now. It's 9. It's almost 11 o'clock, 10:45, and I'm already starving. All right. I am already starving. But you got to do it. You got to do it. Oh my gosh, this was the perfect buy area. I didn't average in like I wanted to yesterday, like I did yesterday. I should have done that like I acted yesterday. I don't know why I didn't today. You see why yesterday I played the way I played? Because exactly of this. Look at what's happening right now. Okay, yesterday was an anomaly in my opinion. It didn't work. Today I should have done what I did yesterday, but I did not. So today maybe I'm acting out of a little bit of fear. That's why I didn't. But I should have. It would have worked out. Come on, let's see if we can get a nice trade on the stream that I can get this crap over and done with. We are getting close to that 17, 19 area. Oh, come on. This is dreadful. I didn't get in on the bottom here, and now I'm just looking at price tick higher and tick higher without me. Great. I'm playing a little bit fearful today. I should have been in averaging in my position like I did yesterday. Unfortunately, I didn't. And look at that. Price continues. Fuck. And this morning too, I had the perfect short. I didn't ride this nicely. So now in the middle here, what am I going to do? Buy, short? these are my areas to engage. Here, here, and I have my ultimate one down here after the gap fill if we can get it. But I don't know. It's not looking like it right now. So best bet right now is probably gonna go higher. But fuck me down here. I should have bought it here like I did yesterday. Yesterday, if anybody saw, I was averaging in my position because of days like right now. All right, from the 98, we are all the way up to the 14 right now. Another 4 points, that's 20 points from support. That's exactly why I was doing what I was doing yesterday. And today, I didn't do it. Look at this prick. Gosh. It's like, am I going to chase price here? Probably it's going to go higher because I'm not. But the moment I buy this thing, the moment I feel enough FOMO to buy this thing, it's going to just dump. So I'm not doing it. Even though this thing is probably going to tear up right now and it's going to blow up, probably go test that 26 area. I should stop speaking because it's probably going to happen now. Oh my gosh, gotta act out of fear from yesterday. I should have been long from down here. Come on, how do you spot the market so good like this and then not trade it? Wow, look at these lines. I shorted here, fucking took profit early. I have this damn yellow box right there, all right? I didn't get filled there. Boom, boom. You've seen these lines here before the charts were printing. And look how nicely it's playing inside these ranges. That's 20 points from the low here. 20 points. And ask me how many points I made on that. I lost 3 points on that. Because I freaking attempted a short here like every other retail there. Fuck. I'm over it. I'm over this prick. Okay. I got the next plan. Like I said, if I want to short, it's up here. But am I really going to short this moving train right now? Probably not. This thing is a train. It's on a mission. And I want to stay away from it. Like I said, I'm on a 2-day fast. And I'm already starving. I see these charts printing. They're pissing me off because I'm not in it. I might just leave soon before I do something stupid. Let's see. Maybe I'll attempt maybe one more short at 19. If we can push here, take out these stops, and fall back into the range. The reason why I don't short here is because right now the market is on a tear, right? We could easily pop up because we know that there's all these stops here, right? We want to probably take these stops out first. You get it? The market doesn't want to go maybe close the gap without taking those stops out first after this moving train like this. Or it's just going to continue to rip higher. But again, that's my trade. I'm going to wait to see how the action plays out. But at least we're getting to an area where I could possibly engage, right? Here in the middle, I don't know what the frick I was thinking there, but it happens. I'm not leaning that this thing is just going to make new highs right now or that it's going to reclaim. Could it do it? Probably. But I don't know. I'm not really liking this this action yet. We'll see. We'll wait and see. Look at this. Look at the dollar. Look at the dollar. You see how now it's picked a direction finally? And ES is kind of pretty much starting to just grind higher at this point. And so is NQ. Okay? Come on. Is anybody long? Anybody short? Is anybody thinking anything or staying out? Any ideas that I can kind of bounce from, and maybe I'm the one looking at something wrong. But look at this. It's getting denied right at that line again. Right at that line. Right at that line. Wow, the dollar is selling. It is going. Look at it. Look at the dollar. Wow. And ES is grinding higher. So is NQ. This thing pops above here. It's going to pop. It's going to probably give a boner candle. So, but again, this is resistance, right? So until these stops get taken out, and if we can fall back into the range, that's what I'm going to be looking to short. If not, possibly up here, right? Again, right now, I'm staying out of this thing. I'm not getting involved here. Unfortunately, for me, I wanted to get long here. I didn't. So back to the top of the range. I'm considering a short if we can take these stops out first. Do I really want to risk it here right now? I don't know. It's tricky right now. By the way, if I am going to be short, do not follow this short. Like, don't just short because I'm shorting, right? I understand where my account's at. I understand everything, the risk. And technically speaking, the better short is up here for me. If it's even a short, like I said, this thing could boner out. I want to wait to see if these stops can get taken out and then fall back into the range. I want to see this kind of pop, and then maybe we'll see what happens. It's got to fall back into the range hard, though. It can't be... Again, let me see how the price is going to develop. At least we're at an area where I could think of a short. Not yet, though. Wow, the dollar's just continuing to sell. See that? Look at it. Will this be the boner candle that the market wants? I think it's a better long than a short, to be honest with you. I'm still going to lean towards a short right now, but that's just my cynical way of looking at things right now. Probably because I'm a bit frustrated that I didn't get that long down here, and price is just riding 20 points higher now. Look at that. Dollar's still selling, so my short idea is now on hold. Just gotta wait. Let's see if we can get a nice trap here. Let's see. Because if I short here, you already know where my stop's gonna be. Right here. And guess where everyone else stops is at? Right here. That's what I'm saying. I want to wait for them to get taken out first. Hands off the mouse for me. I don't want to do no impulsive trade. I got my plan. I'm waiting for it to see if it develops. Like I said, I'm bummed out about the fact I didn't buy here to begin with. So let's see. This is gonna be the key here right now. If we are gonna take out these shorts, these stops on these shorts. If we can take them out just very quickly and then come back into the range, maybe I'll short. We will see though. Fuck, how did I not buy down here, man? This was the buy area right here. I'm going to take one stab short here. All right. Again, this is a low probability setup. Do not take this setup here. I understand 19 is resistance. I think we, like I said, we probably want to pop up first, but I'm just trying this scalp here at this point. Low probability short. I'm just pissed off that I didn't buy down here. So I'm probably just shorting for that reason. Understand that. But I'm still leaning towards a short at the top here. This is the top of the range. So if this range is going to hold, it's going to reverse. If not, whatever. I'm over it at this point. Or it's just going to boner candle out, let this be a trap, and see. I think it's this thing might want to take those stops. Watch it just take those stops just to go lower. We'll see. We will see. If we can fall back into the range quickly, it could be a nice short. We shall see. If. Lots of ifs. Or this thing is going to make a whole new high right now. At that 26, 28 area. Like I said, that's what I was worried about shorting here. Because I already know that this thing might have wanted to take these stops out first, right? Fuck. I'm going to probably get out of this thing. I'm just bummed out at how I didn't buy here. I think that's what I'm most frustrated on right now. Whatever. It's always better to go with the trend, right? There we go. Fuck. Ugh. My original idea was, let's see if these stops can get taken out, right? So we did just basically, now we're taking these stops out, right? Now I'm going to see if we can get back into this range. That was a stupid trade there. I think I've been sitting here for too long. I usually only trade for like the first half hour, but okay. Let's see what's about to happen. Fuck. Today I decided to be more flexible. I should have just been looking for longs like yesterday. It's always a battle. It's always a battle. Let's see. We're still interested here. We're still interested here. Let me see what happens at this 26, 28 area. If we reclaim this area, we're getting new highs. So bears have to basically have a reaction here. If they don't have a reaction, new highs is incoming. And well, that sell-off from yesterday was for nothing, essentially. I'm going to try to take a short right at 26, if we can get 26. Matter of fact, I'm already going to add one here if we can get a deeper sell further. Let's find out. We got to react here or else, like I said, we're going to get new highs, which... I'm out of it. I don't like my entry there. I don't like it. This thing could easily... Fuck. I want to be short up here. Because you got to understand, like, the way I think of it is that we should have waterfalled already. Or else we're just going to be turning this area into support. And then we're going to be making a new high. And it was also an impulsive short too, so. If we can get pushing above higher here, maybe I'll take a short higher, but we'll wait and see. That's why I got out of it. I didn't like how we could have easily turned that area into support. We got to push lower if we are going to reverse. Right here, I want that 26. If I can get a short of 26, I'll be more confident in that 26. Down here, not so much. I want 26. If we can get it. That was my original plan was. That's why that box is drawn up. Let's see. Let's see if we can get it. Look at that. The wick freaking goes right to 25 and then reverses. And now we're... Fuck. Today I had the right read on it, just not the right execution on it. Clearly. Clearly. Again, I wanted to buy here. I didn't get filled. I wanted to buy here or sell short here. I have not been filled. Actually, I took myself out of it. So, not good execution by me. And it's like my levels are kind of going there. They're gotta have more flexibility on it. Let's see. Let's see. Still in this game. This is a key area. If we reclaim this area, like I said, it's new highs incoming, and there's yeah, nothing to do but wait for those new highs after that area gets reclaimed. I should have trusted this line a lot better. Look at that. Getting rejected right off that 24.75. Could have been a nice short. That's what I was looking for in this area, as I stated. I wanted to be short up here. And I wanted to be buying down here, but I didn't get filled on either or. So right now, we just got to wait. We got to execute this properly. So we're going to wait. Let's see what's about to happen. This area reclaims, like I said, we're making new highs. If we get denied here, this is the last chance the bears have at a denial, or else we are going to be making new highs. Let's see. I'm looking to short below it, buy above it. And hopefully this will be the ending of the stream. Hopefully. Almost. Come on, price. Just come up here. Come up here. Let's see what you're going to do. Let's see how this zone is going to react. Come on. Come a little bit higher. Come on up. I don't know why I was so flexible today with shorts. I should have just fucking did what I did yesterday. God damn it, man. I'm telling you, the day you switch your mentality to whatever you think might happen, then the basically goes back to what it was doing before, which is buy the dip, buy every dip, buy every dip, buy every dip. And yesterday, if you've tried that, well, you would have been wrecked like I did. I'm not on the right schedule so far. Let's wait and see. Come on. Let's see if we can get that denial up there. Fuck me, man. All right, we're coming up to that 26. This is key here. Or we're going to push, we're going to reclaim this area, or we are going to get denied. One or the other is going to happen. So this is a key area for me here. We reclaim this area. New all-time highs is coming on Friday. I'm going to just hop in short here. I'm going to take a gamble, a really big gamble here. All right. Because I'm hoping that this price is going to get denied here. If not, we will be reclaiming that area and then we will be getting a new all-time high. Like I said, I just don't want this price to reverse now instantly and then me not even consider not take a trade. So I'm essentially doing what I did yesterday. I'm going to be averaging in my position short if price goes to that 26 area. But like that, I'm covered at least if price wants to reverse and come on lower. Or we're just going to go past the stop, make new highs. Let's see. We are in short right now at 24. That blue line, that magical blue line, this is my entry right here, right now. 24. Please don't be short there. All right, look at this train, right? We got to get a denial here. Come on, Bears, or else it's new highs. I'm comfortable with leaving my stop there. I understand that's resistance we're coming onto. So, like I said, if we do reclaim that area, so be it. New highs is coming. What am I supposed to do, right? I can only play within the range. So, come on. It's either we're going to push to this high or we are going to sell. One or the other. I thought the gap was going to get filled this morning too. But I really wanted this 90 area here, but couldn't get filled. It happens. Come on, ES. What are we going to do here? Are we going to fill the gap to the upside first? See that? There's a gap right here from where we closed that. We're like in the middle. You see that there? There's one gap up here. And then there's another gap down here too. So we'll see. We reclaim that area, we are going to fresh highs. If we do not, well then I think we're going to be in for a nice sell. Nonetheless, here is my area of engagement. So at least now I'm taking a trade where it makes sense to me. Up here, we were in the middle. And here again, we were in the middle. I was just early to the party there, maybe. Maybe it could be early to the party here again. Who knows? But I think around here, this is the area if we're going to get denied at. So I don't even care what happens with this trade, honestly. I'm going to go to the washroom. I'll be right back. Okay, we got more water. All right, we're on that 2-day fast. So we must drink water. Trying to lose some more weight after slacking the last 2 months. We need some water, and let's get this market like a waterfall, baby. Let's go. Sell this thing. We're at the top of the range. This is where we broke down yesterday. Look at this. When we started, I actually was long here. Okay, so I'm basically the opposite. I'm doing the opposite. Look at that. I mean, I don't want to go into it, but I don't want to have that thought. I was long yesterday at the reclaim of this area. You see how we like broke it down, right? Finally, after trying to bounce and bounce and bounce, blah 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 blah. Okay, we break down. I got long. It was in hindsight a stupid long. Could have, would have, should have. I was on the wrong side of the move. Okay, and then yesterday I was buying supports, and I was just getting dumped on each time. All right. Buying supports, getting dumped on each time. So today I went a little bit more fearful into the market and trying to be more flexible. Just to give you guys a quick rundown of the day. All right. Today, shorted here, took profit super early. All right. Market ends up going all the way down to the first level of support. First level, barely even touched it. And yesterday I was averaging in my position, buying one here, buying another one at the bottom here. Today, it didn't happen. But that same plan would have worked out perfectly, today. And then, well, look at that. We're right up here, right below where we broke down yesterday. So if we push above this, I'm going to get stopped and we're going to be making a new high by Friday. But the problem is we're going to get stopped. All right. So very simple. If we do not get any denial here very soon, very quickly, we will get wrecked right now because this thing's going to get a boner candle all the way to the upside. Or we can start to reverse. One or the other is going to happen, I think, here. And I'm betting short because it's a Wednesday. And yesterday I was long. So maybe today I'm on the other side. Might work. Or maybe I was wrong on both. Buying yesterday and selling it short today. Which, it happens. I hope that makes some sense. But yeah, you can see how yesterday and today I've kind of mismanaged certain things a little bit. But either way, I think if we get a nice reverse, a nice thing right back down, I'll be adding to that position and looking for at least a move to the 05, maybe the 11 range. Maybe even deeper, right? It just depends on how we react here. We're not really reacting in any way, shape, or form. So it's like, what am I supposed to do here, right? Come on, yes, come on. We can get a reaction up here, man. Come on. This is resistance from yesterday, man. Come on. Look at it. It's hovering right there. Right there. This is my original entry that I wanted, short. So we'll see what happens here. So we just hit 26. We've officially tapped that 26. Officially. What will happen? Obviously, looking at the trend, well, probably higher. But I'm betting that this is going to act as resistance. This is the first back test from since yesterday, all right? Yesterday we broke down. Market wants to back test where we break down from. You got to understand why I'm shorting at up here, right? So market broke down yesterday. We make lows. We're pushing all the way right back up to where we broke down from yesterday, which was this area here. So if this area is going to hold as resistance, well, then we need to get a reversal. I was trying to see the liquidity on the book map. I am still short. You can see my blue line. That is my entry right here. I don't know how to get it on this screen here. Let me see if I can push this up. Whatever. I'm short from here. I am short 24 right now. I gotta see if I can try to put it up here on the screen somewhere. It doesn't really let me do it though. That's the problem. Will we get the nice reversal like I'm looking for? Or am I just gonna get boner candle and stopped and blown out in my face too? Like every other short right now. What's gonna happen? We shall find out soon. I don't know. I'm not really liking it. I mean, I'm liking it and I'm not liking it, so. But it doesn't matter. This is an area of engagement for me right here, right at that resistance. We'll see what happens. Come on. Come on, yes. Get weak. Get weak. Let's see the waterfalls. Let's see some waterfalls, yes? Let's see the waterfalls, yes? I don't want to claim victory yet because this thing could easily pop at any time. So I'm just going to stay nice and quiet and let this thing do whatever it's going to do. Make sense? That's best. So we don't jinx nothing. There's a lot of liquidity sitting at the 27. I hope it doesn't want to go get it. See here? 27. Look at how many contracts there is right there. There's 674 contracts there. 677. It's a lot. Okay. So we're either going to blow right through that and go test it at 27 right here, or we're not even going to bother and just go back. Let's see. Let's see. No guessing. I just understand that this is resistance up here. That is why I am short up here. Okay. If we reclaim that area, we're making new highs by tomorrow or Friday. So again, I'm sticking to the idea that this is resistance. Simple idea. Makes sense. I spoke this trade out loud the entire time. Again, it's a high risk trade. This thing could easily reverse and just go and get all that liquidity at the 27. But that is risk. Everything is risk, as trading is risky. So I'm taking my shot right there. Let's see if we can get a nice rollover. Maybe test some of that lower support. In which case, I will be adding into a position that would be in the green into. You want to add to winners. You don't want to add to losers. Like I'm saying, you see, I understand there's liquidity right here at 27. So take it easy. This thing has not rolled over yet. I am not claiming victory on or that I was right on this trade. I just understand that there's resistance up here. As good as it looks like it might reverse, this thing is just probably preparing to blow all the shorts, including myself. We will see. We will have to wait and see. Yesterday, I wanted to buy, just buy. I didn't have no shorts. Today, I'm shorting more than I'm buying. So, probably I'm on the backward schedule. I got to call ES and be like, hey, what's the schedule? What's the routine now? I'm getting screwed. I need to know the routine. Is anybody long? Is anybody long? Is anybody fading me on this push? Or is anybody short? Anybody fading me? Anybody short? You can tell me. You don't gotta be shy. Tell me if you think I'm wrong. You think this thing's gonna push. Don't worry, I can handle it. I don't know about buying down here though. Like, look, we already pushed like 20 points. We could very easily continue. This is nothing for ES. Whenever ES decides to use that buy button, this thing is going. Like I said, it's a high risk short. I understand that. I understand the risk. I just know that there's resistance up there and I like it as a short better than I do as a long. Unless we rip, come back to retest, then I want to get long. Make sense? But until that happens, that strength is proven, I am not getting in on that long train up here. The only long idea, the only best long was down here. And unfortunately, I missed it. Okay? It didn't fill me up. It didn't pick me up. So now I got to be doing stupid things up here. Get it? Let's see. Is this going to be the denial? There's all that liquidity at 27. That liquidity is probably going to get hit. And that's going to be the moment of truth. It's either going to wreck me and go all the way up, or it's going to reverse and go back into the range. We're about to find out nonetheless. So, let's see it. Let's see it. What's going to happen? Is it going to be a boner candle or reverse? Don't worry, we're about to find out. Resistance is right here. Oh, we're eating it. Are we going to boner candle right out of here right now? Let's see it. Let's see. I'm telling you, it's going to boner candle out of this thing. It's going to have to boner candle out, or else it's going to go back into the range. I don't know what's about to happen. I'm just saying. I feel like this thing might want to boner out. If it doesn't get denied here right now, even I might just close myself out of this position. It's got to get denied here right now, or I'm out. I'm going to give it a little bit, just a little bit more. I'm trying to be patient on it, but it's going to reclaim. We're going to make new all-time high probably. So I don't want it at that point. I'm not going to be holding for very long. Come on, we got to reverse. We have to reverse here, or else we are making new highs, like I've been saying. NQ is not really moving. NQ is kind of like right there. Come on, ES. So much liquidity that was there at the book map, and it doesn't make it move. Days like yesterday. See, when the market wants to sell, it's not even gonna do it. Like, it's like days like yesterday, right? Whoever wakes up in the morning, they're like, yeah, we're gonna sell today. And it's the easiest, just Waterfall. Once they turn the buy button right back up, it's just right exactly what you're seeing. I'm on the wrong side of the trend. I was on it wrong yesterday, and I was probably on it wrong again today. They just cleared the liquidity at 27. There is no hope this thing is coming back, I think. I don't know. Unless there's enough steam still. You can see there. Remember all those contracts that were there? They're gone. They were bought into, and this thing might be squeezing now. Watch. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What's about to happen? Is this going to be it? The reversal, or is this just... Or is this just another trap to the downside before we make that boner candle? I don't know. I don't think I'm willing to find out. Come on, ES. What a prick. Come on. Oh, man. All right. We reclaim this area. I'm out, and I'm going to be probably taking a long instead. Because like I said, we either going to reclaim, reclaim and push higher, or we are going to dump. One or the other. This is the key level right here, right now. Very key. Come on. Show weakness or show some strength. Do something. But this is the key level I'm watching. I've been talking about this since this morning. This is key level here. Come on. Look, I'm going to be definitely risky on this. I'm adding another short entry right now. Just because I see we're starting to possibly pull back. I don't know if we will. All right. But I just bet on that there's that resistance up here. And if we're not going to be pushing with a boner candle, I think we might want to fall back into the range. And that's why I'm taking another one short there. Come on. You got to start to reverse that position now. Come on. Come on. Fall back into the range. Fall back into the range. That's exactly what I've been waiting for. Let's see it. If she wants to, she will. If not, trust me, this thing still has potential to go higher. This thing has potential to pretty much boner candle right out of this. It's a high risk trade, especially on the short side. I'm just giving this a little bit of time, a little bit more room, just a little bit more. I need to see more weakness. For me to add, I need to see more weakness. There's stops at the 12 based on what the bookmap is telling me. So maybe we want to go take these out at the 12. So there's stops somewhere right here. Right at this 12. Right on that yellow line. All right. I'm adding another one there. Okay. I've just added another one. Now I'm short 3. Be careful. This thing could reverse. All right. Like I said, this thing could easily reverse. Do not hold this for very long. This is going to be the final dip that level has. If we come back to that level up here, this thing is going to basically make a new high. We're going to tear right through it. There's no end ifs or buts. It's going to do it. So be cautious. Be careful if this thing wants to bounce back. I'm going to be out of it quick. All right? I'm not holding this for very long. As I've already stated. I've said it already. I am in short 3 right now. All right? Come on, yes, come on. Let's get a little bit more of a waterfall from this move, man. Come on. Don't be like that. Come on. Break through that 19. Break it. Break it. Don't be mean. Do not be mean. Come on, let's just see this waterfall. Fuck. Come on. We're short 3, as I said. Come on. I'm going to hold this a little bit longer. I'm going to try to give it some time. Like I said, we could easily bounce from 19 and reverse and get head on higher. But right now, fuck. I'm telling you, the shorts just, what a prick these things are, man. Come on. This was the final dip this thing had left. We're just going to turn this into support and bounce back. Come on. I'm holding this thing. I am holding on. For now. For now. Oh my god, you gotta love them bears when this shit doesn't work. It just doesn't fucking work and it's annoying. Fuck me, man. What a prick. I might have just been the one trapped. It was a good setup, but clearly not working out so far. Come on. We gotta get a waterfall, yes. Fuck. Worked out while it lasted. It was fun while it lasted. I could have been taking profit right there, but I didn't. I wanted to look for a bigger move lower. So that's what I'm looking for. That's exactly what I'm looking for, but it's not what I'm getting. So it looks like I'm going to get out of this short position before I blow up the account because I am short 3, like I said. It happens. Again, I knew there was resistance up here, but I was adding into the weakness. So I ended up being short 3. As long as we're below that 26, I'm still fine, but we have to start turning. We can't just bounce from first support and then continue to push higher, or else, well, I'm definitely wrong, right? Come on. Let's sell this thing, yes. Maybe it's not. Again, above 26, I'm getting out. I'll be taking a loss and I'm walking away. Below 26, I can still hold this. Above it, no. It was a nice trade. It provided me with some profit. I just didn't take it. That was me being greedy. I didn't take it. I didn't lock it in. So it happens. We got to start turning around right here, yes, please. Pretty please. Or else I just got trapped. Look at the SPY. Bounced right from that 21 EMA. Fails that trend line. Reclaims the trend line. That's exactly what I talk about traps. Maybe I was just the one being trapped there. So we'll see. It's got to get denied here at the 26 or else I'm out. Come on. It's fucking unbelievable. These shorts, I'm telling you. You're always, like, see, today is one of those days again where you're better off just waiting for the dip. We're back on schedule with ES. Probably. So it is what it is. Again, as long as we're below 26, I'm happy to hold this. Above 26, I am not. Come on, yes. Let's go back into that range. Like I said, it was a low probability trade from the beginning, but I did like that there was resistance. There was a lot of liquidity at the 27. We went to get it. We're getting denied. So that's why I am still holding short. Come on. Reverse. Let's go back into this range, the 12 range. There's stops at 12. There's stops at 18. So the market didn't even want to go get them. On the long side, right? Come on. Let's go back to that range, ES. Yes, I'm still short 3, as I said. I am short 3. And I'll be getting out if we go back above that 26. Below 26, I'm fine holding. Above it, I'm not. Because we could easily reclaim this area and then continue to new highs. First time around, we got denied here. There was a lot of liquidity, a lot of contracts, a lot of orders. So that was the first area of rejection there. We go back above it. Those orders are now gone. So meaning we have a clear path to go higher. If we go higher. My bet is we want to retrace and go get some stops. This is a good area to get a dip. But it's not looking like it so far. Come on, ES. And then me, I added into that weakness. So I am short 3 right now. Short 3. If I'm going to get out, this is probably the last time I'm going to be able to get out. Because it's just going to basically make this support a higher high and then squeeze higher. We'll see. After this trade, though, I am going to be done, though, for sure. I don't even know why I streamed for so long. I don't know. Again, I'm streaming all my entries, exits. Just trying to see if this one will play out because I didn't really trade in the morning, but we'll see. Not looking great for me so far in this short of mine. Come on, this is resistance. Yes. Let's see if we can get a nice dump. Waterfall, baby. Waterfall. Fuck. All right, I'm out completely out of that. That wasn't pretty. Well, no, not yet. I'm not out completely. Come on. Are you kidding? Yes. I should have taken that profit at the first support. But come on, we got to reverse here. That 26 is what's key. You see how it's an important level. We're trying to reclaim it, but having some problems. So I'm still holding short for now. We're back below 26, which is great, but I need to see some more selling, or else all we're doing is turning this into support. Come on, yes, come on. Not liking this. I keep saying how I don't like it. I'm staying in the position. It's giving me another opportunity to get out there, and I haven't taken it. Fuck. Just sell, man. Sell. Look when we get to the support at the bottom here. This thing is bloop, 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 all the way up. Now we're up here. We're trying hard to reclaim this area. Shorts are harder. I'm getting out of this thing. I think I'm over it. But watch me get myself out of it and then just waterfall. Come on, ES. Just sell this damn thing. Yes, I'm still short. I'm still short. Will we break above? Make a new high by Thursday? Or will we finally get a nice little bit of a dump right now? Oh my gosh. I don't know. Come on, fall back in the range. How the hell? How long do I get myself stuck in these positions for? Come on. Fall back in the range. I'll put this live here, whatever. It doesn't matter. Right now I'm down. You see my short position. I'm short 3. Down 237 so far. And it's only basically a tick above. Well, no, 1 point above. 3 contracts is heavy. I'm waiting to see if that dump can come. Or not. I might just get out. I don't like this. I'm telling you, I'm short-sighted mindedness. I went into today trying to be more flexible, right? And yeah, not great. You try to be more flexible and then you get wrecked. Just below 26, I want to hold short. Above 26, it's scary. Put it like that. But we're getting stuck at that 26. If we, like I said, we're either gonna boner candle right through this and it's gonna blow me up, or we're gonna dump and go back into the range, and this will hold up as resistance one last time. So let's see. Let's see. Below 26, I am still good. Above it, I am wrecked. Come on, ES. Come on. Yeah, I'm just gonna get out. I've been saying that a while now, right? I don't like how the move is going against me. It's showing weakness, but not enough. Not enough weakness. Fuck. I don't know, honestly. I just know we're at resistance. These candles are moving like a prick. I know we're at resistance, but like I said, every resistance is meant to be claimed, as the same way supports are meant to be broken. So I could very easily be blown up right now. Or I can play that resistance level, which was the key from yesterday. And that's why I am still short. All right. It just sucks that you see this little dip here and then first level of support, boom. Yesterday, I was bidding every support and I was getting wrecked. So I'm on the opposite end of the trends recently. Below 26, I want to hold short. That's a simple plan, right? We're accepting this area though, price. Not good. Come on. What a prick. I'm gonna get out probably. I don't like this. Whatever. Market, rinse and repeat. Should have known. Buy the first area of support from this morning. That's what I was trying to do yesterday. Didn't work. Got wrecked yesterday. First level of resistance, or I mean a major level of resistance. And hey, look at that. It's I'm out. I don't want. Now, if anything, I'm gonna be long because I think the bottom is in now. And yeah, we're gonna be just bonering out of this, as I said already. Watch it now, pretty much just push and then dump. That would be hilarious. Like I said, this was a key level for me for the simple fact of if we reclaim this area, we were gonna be putting in the bottom, and new highs is incoming if we reclaim this area. But maybe we just wanted some more liquidity at the 30. You know what? I'm over this thing for today again. Not great. I don't know. I'm always on the wrong side today and yesterday. Happens. Not happening for me today. I might just leave this thing on all day now. I'm tempted to leave this thing on. I don't want to even overtrade in this area. As long as we maintain it above here, it's off to new highs. And why I say that is a very simple reason. Yesterday, that's where we broke down from, right? We broke down from there. I was actually long. I was on the right side of the trend, but it decided to fail, right? You can see it right there, my entry. I took a small loss there. We head on lower. And then this is what happened yesterday. I was trying to buy the first supports, but wasn't happening. I'm holding this thing. Probably gonna hold it the whole day now. So I'm gonna actually be doing that. I'm gonna hold this thing. I'm not gonna do anything with it. If you see price later on below 26, well then you know what happened. If you see prices continuing to rise, well then you know what happened. I'm gonna hold this thing all day. So I'm gonna let you guys be. It's almost 12. I don't know why I stream so long, but I guess just to document my thought process through this whole thing. But I'm gonna leave it. We reclaim the area. We reclaim it. Fine. I'll go back with the trend. So you know my entry. You know my stop. And my target is gonna be as high as this thing wants to go. I'm not gonna take no profit. I'm just gonna let this thing be. I'm so confident in that I'll just let this thing be. I'm over it. All right. So I'm not taking this out. My stop is at 25, or we're going to ride this thing all the way up. That's what I'm doing. All right. You know my plan, or maybe now if, I don't know. Yeah. Now we're actually pushing. So whatever. Anyways, you know the plan. 25 is my stop, or we're going higher. So peace. Take care. Thank you for watching. Let's see if maybe tomorrow or later on we'll see how this thing ends. So take care.